Hey Sagittarius, thanks for visiting. This is your weekly reading for January the 15th to January the 21st. And I'm running really late with this week's readings. I'm really sorry about this. I can't help it. Everything's gone crazy and it's just made everything in my whole life late. But I am trying to upload them as quickly as I can, and I will do them as I do these readings. I'll try and upload them as quickly as I can, I promise. I want to get these messages out to people even if they're late. And as always, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment, as I always say. And I've shuffled everything's ready, so let's start your reading for Sagittarius. So the first card you have your past is the Six of Pentacles. So yes, I'm seeing here that someone close to you could have promised something. They promised you to do something, or they promised they'd help you with something, or they could have promised to give you something. But this was taken away for some reason, so they went back on their promise. And yes, I'm seeing this person's an erratic person. They say one thing and they do another thing all the time. So I don't know why this shocked you and surprised you, but it did. It shouldn't have, because that's what they're like a lot. So for some reason, even though they're like this, you believed this promise. What I'm seeing is a switch. Something was switched for something else, or you were led to believe something, and yes, this was changed at the last minute or something like that, and it was really frustrating for you. You were looking forward to something happening, but then it didn't happen. It was something like that. But this person's like this. This person's like this. So really, you really shouldn't have believed whatever they say. Not that they lie, but they change all the time. They go backwards and forwards. They're erratic. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have your past is the King of Pentacles. So I'm seeing that what's happened is you've worked your way through a really huge roadblock. You had some big problem in front of you, and you really had to work your way out of this problem, and you're really successful. You did do this. You worked your way out of this. There are very practical things you had to do. You had to sort out a lot of these things to end this roadblock, or to get around this roadblock. And you know, you're really relieved when this was over. But you actually worked really hard to get through this problem, and for a while this was on your mind all the time. It overtook your whole mind. So this, when you were thinking about this big problem, and I think that everything in your life was affected by this big thing at the time. So you were thinking, oh, if only I could sort this out, then everything will be a lot easier for me. And you did get through this. You worked it out yourself, through your own hard work. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have your past is the Eight of Cups, and yes, I'm seeing that this is probably about this person in the Six of Pentacles. I'm seeing, because I'm seeing that, you know, you've just had enough of someone. You're thinking enough is enough. I keep on seeing enough is enough, and you're walking off. And this is what happened at this time. It was like the final thing in a long list of things that this person did to you. So yes, I am seeing it probably is this person in the Six of Pentacles. And I'm not seeing this is to do with love. This isn't someone you're in a relationship with or you're dealing with romantically. It is someone close to you, though. So you felt just over. You were just over it with this person. You're over with them. And this is how you're feeling inside yourself. But for some reason, you had to keep on seeing this person. So maybe they're a relative, or maybe they're someone you work with, but you had to keep seeing them. You couldn't stop seeing this person completely. You couldn't get away from them completely. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have your present is the Four of Pentacles. So I'm seeing that, yes, for single people, if you're looking for a relationship, I'm seeing that you could have met someone, or you could be thinking about someone who you do feel connected to. There is a connection between you and someone, and you're at least thinking about this person. But I'm seeing this connection going both ways too. For some reason, yes, even though this connection's going both ways, this person isn't going to be open to you at this time. I'm not sure why that is, and I'm not saying that they won't ever will be interested in you. They may be, and they probably will be, because there is a connection there. I am seeing this connection, but they're holding back for some reason. They're holding back from you. But I'm also seeing that you don't actually mind this so much at this time, because you have a lot going on right now. It's like you're distracted by a lot of other things that are going on in your life anyway. So if they're not giving you lots of attention or being with you all the time, you've kind of got a lot on anyway. So you're not overly stressed about this. That's what I'm seeing. So the next card you have your present is the Page of Swords. So yes, this person who you're dealing with in the Four of Pentacles is really holding back. And I'm seeing that this is because of a memory. They remember something that went wrong, and that's why they're holding back from you. I'm seeing them not wanting to make the same mistakes again. And I am seeing, I'm sorry, this is what I'm seeing. It could be something that happened with you in the past. Maybe you've known them for a while. Maybe there's something they think you've done. Maybe you have some history with this person and they don't want to repeat mistakes again. But I am seeing they do really feel a connection with you. They do like you. They love you, actually. They're just feeling very cautious at this time. So I'm not sure what sort of history you have with this person. It might not be you, but I'm seeing that it probably is. I'm getting a feeling that it is probably about something between you. But yes, they're just feeling cautious. That's what I'm seeing. The last card you have your present is the Eight of Wands. So I'm seeing at this time, this is really positive. Things are starting to line up for you quite quickly. And, you could be struggling to see some opportunities around you, actually, because you've had some bad luck for a long, long time. You've had these big roadblocks, you've had people bothering you, you've had things going on, and you've had a lot of setbacks go on with you. And because of all these setbacks, it might be hard for you to see or recognize when things are actually going right, when you do have these opportunities in front of you. But you do have a lot of opportunities around you, and they're coming to you quite quickly. And what I'm seeing with the Eight of Wands is they're probably coming through people speaking to you. Or it could be electronic media, something like that. It could be a text, could be an email, could be something you see online, or somebody speaking to you. It's something like that. So, keep your eyes opened, or keep your ears open, because they're speaking to you. And, just be ready for these opportunities coming in for you. The first card you have in your future is the Queen of Swords. I'm really glad you had this card. You're going to be overcoming a lot of doubts. You're cutting out a lot of these doubts you have about yourself, because you've been given a bit more confidence now. You've been given a bit more confidence with the Eight of Wands, with things coming in for you. Things aren't looking so bad for you. And, you're overcoming a lot of doubts you have, or you used to have, about yourself. And these doubts have been holding you back for a long time. And, you're going to be seeing through a lot of these negative perceptions that you've had about yourself. And yes, you're going to realize they're just perceptions, or they were just perceptions, and you're going to be seeing things very, very clearly for what they actually are now. You're cutting through a lot of things that are really not true. But these are things that you've been saying to yourself. You've been saying these things to yourself. Maybe I can't do this, I'm not good enough, I'm this and that. And it's not true, you are. You can do these things. Don't listen to that. But at this time, no, I'm seeing that you won't be listening to that. You're going to be cutting through a lot of that. And you'll be feeling even more positive, even more confident after that, after you've been through this process. The next card you have in your future is the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, for single people, I'm seeing you've been very, very patient, waiting for someone. Could be this person you're dealing with romantically. I'm seeing it is. You're waiting patiently for them. But you're backwards and forwards on this. You are going to wait patiently, but then you're going to feel like, well, I only have so much patience. You have a time limit. You're going to have a time limit in your head, or a deadline, and you're going to say, right, if they don't talk to me in this time, if they don't show me certain things by this time, that's it. It's over. I'm not going to bother with this person. But actually, yes, that's what's going to be on your mind. But actually, I'm seeing that you do have this deep connection with this person. And it's a very, very strong connection. I keep seeing this. So I'm seeing that your heart is probably going to end up ruling your head. You'll probably end up going back to them, even if they do this. That's what I'm seeing. You'll go back to them. The last card you have in your future is the Nine of Wands. So yes, you're still going to be feeling quite strong at this time, and you're still going to be seeing things very, very clearly. So even after the Queen of Swords, you're still seeing things very clearly. You have a lot of clarity. And yes, I'm also seeing there's someone around you who's a bit older than you, and they're going to give you either some advice, or they'll tell you what to do, and it might sound really, really annoying, like, oh, what's this person telling me what to do? What do they know about anything? They do know a lot. So listen to what they have to say. Listen to their advice. Yes, please listen to this. It's going to be very useful to you. And if you don't listen to their advice now, I sound like I'm bossing you around, but if you don't listen to their advice now, I'm seeing that you'll look back on this time and you'll say, I wish I had have listened to this advice. So think about who this might be. This might not resonate, but if it does, think about an older person who you feel really like you just want to dismiss what they're saying. Don't dismiss what they're saying. It's valuable information for you and it will help you. That's what I'm seeing. So Sagittarius, I hope this resonated. General readings won't always resonate with everyone, as I always say every single time. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. And thank you so much for watching.